New polls that came out over the weekend include last week's first presidential debate. First of all, the Fox poll, Hillary up by 3 after the debate. This is after the debate. That's in a 4-way race. RealClearPolitics looks at the averages of all polls. They have Hillary up by 2 points as of right now. Tom Bevan, co-founder of RealClearPolitics, is with us. Your job is to... how on earth can you predict how these polls are going to pan out this week after the weekend tax problem for Donald Trump? I mean, how can you possibly predict where this thing's going to go?
We don't predict, Stuart, and I don't think anybody can predict where this race is going to go. All we can do is analyze the data that we have, and we really actually don't have... I was expecting to get an ABC News poll, a Wall Street Journal poll on Sunday. We didn't get any of those. We did get the Fox poll, and that showed a modest bounce in the 4-way race for Hillary Clinton, a little bit more of a bounce for her out of the debate in the 2-way. But by and large, our average has showed her lead at about roughly 2.5%. So not a lot of change in the race.
Yeah, not a lot of change. That's right. And that was, I thought last week was a very bad week for Donald Trump. I'm surprised that Hillary only got this very small bounce to a 3-point lead in your average of polls. But now, the vice presidential debate is, I believe it's tomorrow night, actually. It's Tuesday, I think.
Correct.
Any impact on the polls, do you think?
I doubt it. I think, you know, we might have more people tune in than usual. But I don't, and there may be more fireworks than people are expecting. Everyone's saying this is going to be a sort of ho-hum debate. Might not be that way, but I think whether it is or it isn't, whether there are or aren't fireworks, it will not have much, if any, impact. I mean, I can't imagine that it has any impact on this race in any serious way. This is all about the 2 folks at the top of the ticket.
So, Tom, as of right now, this Monday morning, this race is a dead heat. Nationally, in a 4-way split, it's a dead heat, pretty much. You say that?
Well, Clinton has the advantage, I think, certainly. And at the national level and in some of these swing states, it's still pretty close, though. And what's interesting about this, Stuart, is we've got some data that really... We had a poll come out yesterday in New Mexico that showed Clinton with a 4-point lead. That is a lot tighter than we might have expected. That's a post-debate poll. We had a poll in New Jersey that's 6 points. We had a poll come out this morning showing her up 7 in Virginia. So there's a lot of data to analyze, and not all of it is necessarily pointing in the direction that Clinton has broken away. I think this race is still tight and will remain so for the remainder of the election.
This time next week, we'll be looking at the effects of the previous night, October the 9th, Sunday, of the debate. So we'll be back to square one, won't we? I mean, it's great for your business.
We're going to do it all over again, and probably likely with the same result, no matter what happens on Sunday night. You know, everyone's going to pontificate about who won, who lost, all of that. But in the end, if that first debate really didn't move the needle very much for Mrs. Clinton, even though most people said she won that debate by 2 or 3 to 1, I doubt we're going to get any movement out of the next debate, regardless of how it turns out.
Maybe everybody's made up their minds, and that's the way it is. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Tom Bevan, thanks for joining us. So we'll see you again real soon. Thank you.